So, the first analysis of the day, I wanted to go over my set versus army at Super Bit Wars. And ironically, I was going to... so I was planning on originally just being like, okay, so here's the analysis versus army. All of my matchup sucks, don't play it, analysis over, go home. Which I think would be funny and gets the point across. But I do actually want to go through and look at a little bit more minute detail why the matchup actually sucks. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of, like, really fine-tuned analysis. I'm just going to be going over, like, how the matchup plays and show examples of why things are as awful as they are. No Super Bit Wars... sorry, no Shockwave tonight for me, no. Got too much stuff to do. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Don't start one of the games you'll say you'll play for only 20 minutes, then you build a bigger home. Yeah, it's you can't. It's very difficult to play Don't Starve for only 20 minutes. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over this set. I'm gonna go over things pretty quickly. I'm not gonna go into super big detail. This is a matchup that I have given up on. While there are things that I think that I could do better in the matchup, there's always stuff you can do better. I think it's just hopeless to try and fight Almar as Roy. Which some things we'll be looking at. The main issue is that Almar defeats all of Roy's ability, all of the things that Roy could approach with. So Roy, a Tater SSB. Thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay. Hope you enjoy the analysis. Roy's strengths are really, like, I would say he's got, like, 3 strengths. He's got 3 major strengths anyways. He's got good approach, and he's got an okay approach, I should say. He's got safe approaches. If you are moving around and doing too much stuff, he can neutral air counter hit you. And if you're just sitting there, if you're not approaching, if you're just doing nothing, he can set up forward air or up air approaches. And then if for whatever reason he can't do that, he can do like run up and down tilts and jabs. And he's got consistent damage output and like pretty strong KO ability. I would say those are Roy's 3 main strengths. Let me just stop playing. Oh, this has just got silence at the end of it for some reason. There we go. Okay. Those are Roy's 3 main strengths. The problem is that only one of those actually apply to Oliver. It's very... Did I say 3? I feel like I brain farted because my music changed. Okay, well, the point is, Almar neutralizes Roy's strengths. You can't approach him in the air, because 1, he's really small, so it's very difficult to actually counter hit him with neutral air. He needs to actually be jumping around. He's not a character that you can nair while they're standing on the ground. It just doesn't happen. Roy just doesn't get to do that against small characters. So counter hit neutral air out the window. Normally against characters like this, Roy can do like delayed falling forwarders, delayed falling up airs, still hit them when they're lower to the ground, still be really safe, still cash on combos if he hits. The problem with that is that whenever you hit Pikmin, you have a ton of hit lag, and we should see some examples of this. So if I don't get bored and just cut out the analysis from watching this tear. When Roy tries to set up a safe falling forward air against Almar, if Almar either has a Pikmin attached to Roy or a Pikmin in the way, Roy will hit the Pikmin, and the hit lag is so great that Almar can just react and punish, which is really brutal. That basically means he just can't falling forward air in the matchup, or it's extremely difficult to falling forward air in the matchup. Normally, Xavier's awesome 9. Thanks for the follow. Normally, the way if Roy can't like fall with aerials on his opponent, what he would do is he would dash chance and wait for the moment to set up either neutral air, which doesn't work, or running up down tilts or jab. And honestly, that doesn't really work in this matchup either, because Almar has F Smash, and F Smash has about yay much range, which is... Oh, you guys can't see my mouse actually. Why can't you see my mouse? That's weird. I would think you'd be able to. Anyways, so like up until like the middle of the light flash here, on the current spot on the video, is Almar's F Smash range. F Smash has a ton of range, and naturally, whenever it's spaced well, as long as it's not spaced horribly, honestly, it's really safe. So Roy can't just dash into Almar's space. And even whenever he does, anytime Roy does actually get into Almar's space, it's going to be because Almar was throwing a Pikmin, and that means that you're taking the free 10%. Like, anytime Roy actually tries to interact with Almar, as long as Almar is using his Pikmin throws properly, you should always be having a Pikmin on you when you're attacking, which means that at best, you're taking 10%. At worst, a lot more. But if if Roy gets a Pikmin thrown on him, and Roy runs up, and Roy tip down tilts Olimar, Olimar still won the interaction. Roy down tilt does less damage than he's receiving from the Pikmin throw that's latched onto him. Which is like actually another thing to like look at for this match, because that's what I tried to do. I was like, okay, for this set, nothing, all the other strategies I've been trying hasn't been working. So I'm just gonna try to rush in. I'm just gonna bulldog. I'm going to try to just tank Pikmin throws to the face and just use that as an opportunity to potentially actually interact with him and see how it goes. And it doesn't go very well. One thing that Olimar struggles with, that Roy's really bad at actually utilizing, is that Olimar's not very good at covering opponents who are coming in from a full hop. Like, up smash is a good response. Yeah, this matchup is sucks in Smash 4, yeah. Lunchables has given me the spiel on that. Unfortunately, I never had to deal with this matchup in Smash 4. I never played against Olimar. I also stopped playing Roy eventually. In Smash 4, I played Cloud. Characters that can drop down on Olimar from full hop height like this generally do good against him. And Roy can kind of do it. Like, he can use falling up airs and falling forward airs, but it's a lot harder. Roy has a hard time covering like his direct body and like straight below him. So it's difficult for him to set up for those positions. Yeah, so this is another thing. Like, even in addition to S Smash, Olimar has Pivot Grab, and you see how low end lag this thing has? Like, not only does it have more range than all of my grounded moves, but it's also got low enough lag that even if I had jumped over it and tried to call it out with a falling forward, like, I don't think I would have punished him here. I feel like he can just kind of do moves, and I can't really do anything about it. Interesting that my backer actually killed him here. It's usually pretty difficult to get the Pikmin off of you. And because of the fact that you have so much hit lag whenever you hit a Pikmin, getting Pikmin off of you is really dangerous. Like right here, he could have actually punished me for that. And how much I've taken, like, I've taken 20% there, more than 20%. I took 20% there by just like him not interacting at all. So it that forces Roy into doing things. Like, I can't just sit back and not approach him, because if so, he basically has a passive that just says your opponent gains damage over time. Like, like, that's it. So like I ran in, I tried to fight him here. I didn't actually get any damage on him, and so now I'm losing. And that's actually him not reacting great to. He could probably punish this forward tilt with forward air, but he goes for the smash. So like, this is me. I was pressuring him again, and I took like another 20%. If Olimar wasn't so small, it wouldn't be so bad, because if Roy hit him, he could put on a lot of damage. But because of the fact that he's small, and he's light, so he could potentially die early. But it's hard to combo him. So in like a lot of times, like during these trades, like, it's not good. Dang it. I'm just using space to pause my YouTube. It's interesting that his Pikmin missed here. Wow, right, super low profile that. Olimar's kind of a complicated character because he has lots of Pikmin that like do different things and have different ranges and different knockback and stuff. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of that just means that Olimar, like, all the complication and all like the difficulty of play is on Olimar's part. I feel like there's not really, Jesus, this 50% for hitting an up smash that's like safe on shield. All the stuff like playing around Pikmin is like on Olimar's side. Like, there's not really much we can do to, like, okay, well, he has this Pikmin, so we play in this way and that will defeat the Pikmin. Why is this up smash safe on shield? He has purple, so it should be like it's safer than usual, but Jesus. And so this is the kind of stuff that I've been trying to do. I mean, I'm trying to just like constantly be in his face, but he's too tiny and too hard to hit to really do that consistently. Why do you fare when you're off stage? To get myself, whenever you're in tumble like that, you don't have as good air control as you are when you're actually in like normal neutral state in the air. So I do the forward air to put myself back in neutral state. Gives you better air control. Better recovery. Kind of surprised it didn't kill me. It was a yellow, not the purple. Got it. Kind of impatience on my part. It's hard not to be impatient in this matchup because of his passive that says you gain damage over time. This right here. This is what I'm talking about with the last matches. Anytime I'm in this position, Roy's in an awful position, because if I do manage to hit him from this distance, it just tips and it does barely anything. And if he can actually do something, he F smashes. And his F smash is safe on block. Unlike my F tilt, that would be unsafe there. Hey, Matt Damon official. Appreciate the resub. Characters that while Roy seem to be his main issue and only his movement ability, which Roy doesn't have. What's your plan? I feel like most characters that wall him out isn't necessarily a huge issue. Like, so I'm actually going to go over Zerge's set after this, and I feel like it's an interesting counterpoint because Mega Man has the same sort of thing where he walls you out. He uses projectiles to try to keep you out of his zone, and that I feel is still interactive, and Roy still has options around it. I don't feel like Roy has options around Olimar. Usually it's moving. Usually it's just actually moving. Like, he's a really fast character, Roy. And he has ways to slip around and do stuff like nair through pellets and do full hop falling aerials and stuff. But Pikmin are too hard to avoid, and it's too hard to hit him, and everything Elmar does is so safe versus how much he makes Roy less safe because of Pikmin and tiny size. So my game plan versus Elmar is play a different character. Versus Mega Man, I think it's still fun. Like all the other characters I've played, it still feels doable. This one doesn't. Yeah, at this point in time, because of the fact that I've lost the lead, I need to be hitting him extra hard to actually catch up because of the fact that I'm going to be taking Pikmin throws constantly. And he doesn't punish this F tilt on shield. It's so frustrating because I know that Army's not even playing as good as he could. Obviously, there are things that I could do better to be playing in the matchup, right? There's always going to be things that I can do better. But Army is also not playing as good as he could. That is not safe at all. That is really, really unsafe. Just play Falco again? Falco would probably do good in this matchup. Jesus Christ, look at this. This is like a thing. If Almar up smashes your shield with purple Pikmin, that shield stabbed me. I'm pretty sure I was still on shield stun. I'm probably going to try the Belmonts. Well, Falco might not be a bad idea either. Having that shine, I bet would be a big blessing in this matchup. And I'm so this. I could play a little bit more patient and not get direct at the edge like this. Killed me at 74%. That's Roy F smash kill percent. I could work on this matchup. I could get better at this matchup. I feel like it's not even worth it though. I just play something else. If I was to get a buff or a nerf, what would you like in 3.0? Yeah, it's that bad. It's awful. If Roy were to get me personally, what I would do if I was in control of Roy's changes, I would make it so that his side B has a little bit less knockback base, or a little bit less knockback growth, push the damage, push the percents that it'll actually kill people back by 15 or 20%, in exchange for it connecting more consistently. Actually, so if you tip with Roy's side B right now, it just doesn't connect all the hits, which is a pain in the ass. So I would try to fix that. I would make the hitbox in the sweet spot a little bit bigger so that it doesn't have the disparity right now where if you side B someone right now and they're at 70% or 75%, you kill them. If you side B them when they're at 120%, they always get pushed outside of the sweet spot range and you don't kill them, which is really bizarre. I would also if his sweet spots were actually at the middle of his blade and not his hilt. I think that would help the character a lot. I would also remove the tip hitbox from the first frame of his jab so that you can't get tip jab point blank, because that's really frustrating. Yeah, dream case scenario is the old down tilt that combos everyone for forever, but we probably don't need that. It's already one of the safest grounded moves in the game. He doesn't really need to be able to combo after too. Jab is basically the new down tilt. Okay, let's zoom through this. Could probably... So this is something I could look for more. Roy actually has a fairly decent out of shield game. Narrow to shield is frame 9 and comes out kind of fast. It's pretty safe, but it'll miss a lot of short characters like this. Up B also hits frame 9 though. At 0% it's usually not safe on hit, but I could probably do up Bs and then fall to the ledge afterwards here. Oh, you can see my mouse now, that's good. Recovery could use a small height buff. If I were to do anything to recovery, I would probably make it so that he snaps a little bit earlier on in it. Right now he only snaps to the ledge with his up B during the last, like, 6th or 5th of the distance in it. And that makes it so the timing for edge guarding it is pretty predictable, because there's always going to be that time where he's hovering up below the ledge, because he has to finish going throughout the entire up B before he snaps. So even if you curl it, like, you've still got a good amount of time, you're actually vulnerable. So I'd make it so it snaps a little bit earlier, just to be a little more consistent with some of the other characters. Either that, or I would change the other characters, like Inkling. The fact that they can snap at any point during their up B makes the recovery so much better, for lack of a more complicated term. Safer, harder to intercept. Yeah, look at this shit. Like, see where Almar starts running, see where I start jumping, my back air hits, and his Pikmin is not, like, it doesn't even catch me, it's waiting on the ground in front of me. By the time I get the, like, even if there wasn't the hit lag there, like, he probably would have still caught me. But the fact that this is an option, the fact that I can't just safely get Pikmin off of me, means that I have to take the damage and contest him. Which means I have to somehow be killing him before he kills me, whenever I'm at a damage deficit. And this is, like, kind of a call out here. Like, I'm definitely, like, a little bit tilted at this point. And I should be, like, playing patient at the ledge is something that would help a lot in this set, which I don't really do. It's hard to switch between the patients and not being patient, though. But at the ledge, I should be switching to being patient, because being impatient at the ledge and just, like, naring all the time. And that's, like, what a lot of Rise will flowchart. Is a great way to get yourself killed, just like this at low percents. But after this, like, after getting killed at 60%, there's no way in hell I'm winning this match. Like, it's just impossible. I'm gonna start playing Ultimate again and stuff like that. It's just in the right direction. Yeah, I like it overall. I really, really like the game overall, and I really like Roy overall. It definitely could use, like, some little touch-ups, but I've been very impressed with it. Look at this. Look at this. Look how much range this F Smash has. Like, I dash back in anticipation of him pressing a button, and it still hits me. Like, see how much, like, for a move that is safe to have this much range is pretty insane, IMO. When I'm talking back, I'm okay with ledge jumping. I like ledge trapping. I think it's, I wouldn't mind some characters being a little worse at recovering, but I don't really miss hedgehogging. Lucina's character will be putting time into, yeah. I've already started putting time into her. And, like, this is a thing, obviously if you shield Pikmin, then, you know, they bounce off your shield. But Pikmin come back fast enough, and whenever he has 3 of them, like, so he throws, and then his Pikmin are back. Like, he can already attack again. Like, there's no cooldown in between them. You just keep a constant, like, rotation going of Pikmin being out and a Pikmin coming back in so that he can do another attack. And killing them doesn't help, because 1, you have a ton of hit lag, so you leave yourself vulnerable. But 2, he plucks them like that. Like, there's no downtime whenever he pulls Pikmin. It's your thing, Brian. Vapor Wave Dash. Appreciate the follow. Hope you enjoy the stream. What does Lucina do in this match that Roy doesn't? That's actually something I'm not sure. I want to pick up Lucina in general because I feel like she's going to be a lot better against the small characters. I don't know if I want to use her in this matchup because, I don't know, it feels like she's going to have similar problems. She's no doubt better in the matchup just because Lucina doesn't really have bad matchups. But I don't know how I would play this matchup as Lucina, so I'm going to try the balance first. Yeah, he definitely can't be nared. Like, trying to nair at him is a losing thing, a losing game plan. Just be based, use Marth. I'm good. I'd rather play the easier, higher tier character. And yeah, so this is actually what I'm talking about with like being like not being the timing on his up B being pretty set. So like right here, even though I'm curling my up B, Roy still has to go up here and then wait and then hang and then snap. Well, he doesn't really hang if he's spaced properly, but there's still like this vulnerability here where he's moving in this area and is here for like a really long time. And it's pretty easy to down at that. Army does it. He's not even doing this falling. How's this stuff so much range? Did I just space this improperly? I spaced it kind of improperly, but not like a lot. This actually hit below the stage. Or right at the stage. I hate this character so much, man. Oh, he tilts me. But yeah, like if Roy could snap a little bit earlier in his up B, like if he actually could snap, but whenever I reach the ledge here, I'd be fine. He would have to like go off stage and intercept ahead of time to the down air me, but he doesn't have to because Roy doesn't snap till the very end. I annotate when I slightly change my angle, it just doesn't go past the ledge and then I miss it. Ugh, yeah. Good times. Also, there's one thing that I would super fix for Roy in 3.0. Currently, if so like say this is your control stick, right? It's got like the 360 degrees. If you're facing to the left and you up B just barely up and right, it doesn't give you a reverse up B. It still gives you a straight up B. And there's like a dead zone there. Where, especially if you want to hit like the perfect reverse up B, you have to hit like within a couple of degrees of the angle. Because if you go a little bit too far out, then you get a low angled reverse up B and you don't get as much height and you die. So recovering as Roy actually can be kind of challenging sometimes because kind of similar to like Rosalina from Smash 4, sometimes you'll just do like run off stage, drop zone, falling forward air, and then try to get the perfect reverse up B, and then you just up B the wrong way and die. And you have to get the perfect angle on immediately up being like that, otherwise you won't make the ledge. And if you like take the time to double jump and then up B, it's much slower. So I would fix that. I think that's really obnoxious. And it's like, it feels like a bug. Like I don't know why they would do that intentionally. Snap is definitely lenient on that a lot. Gonna go play a Rob. Have fun with that. Rob's pretty talented too. Does controller sensitivity change that kind of dead zone? It does not. No. I actually switched to high sensitivity, and there's no difference. It still happens. Yeah, this match is so I kind of get lucky and I smash him. Oh, because he spot dodged. That's funny. Oh wait, sorry, Essence got smash. Nobody hit like too much. Yeah, don't blame me. God, purple does so much shield damage. Like, look how little cooldown there. Just to show you what I'm talking about with like the low cooldown for plucking Pikmin. I hit him, and he F smashes and can safely run away and pluck a Pikmin and run right back and like be in the fray and pressure me afterwards. Like, there's essentially no lag to it. Hey, Hildaris. Appreciate the resub. Greatly appreciate it. Evening, Hildaris. We're complaining about Olimar. What is he doing? He was trying to... I don't know why he didn't throw Pikmin on me. I feel like he kind of fucked up here. Like, he should have... I imagine what he was trying to set up was, like, Pikmin throw, and then purple into stuff, but I guess he didn't really need to. I don't know what he's doing. He freaked out. Or I guess, like, the down smash to grab is, like, a setup. He still should have thrown Pikmin on me. Like, there's no reason not to. Look at this, he can just, like, spam down here at the ledge. Yeah. Salt. I'm jealous of characters with good downers. Roy having a good downer would be really cool. Yeah, and like this is kind of example. Like it's so hard to get falling forward airs on Olimar because none of his stuff has cooldown, so he can just back up after he whiffs. Against other characters, like if you think Wolf is gonna laser, you can full hop and then you fall and you have pressure. Olimar doesn't have cooldown, so like you can't catch him that way. Or it needs to be perfect anyway. Maybe not go that far. Why did this down tilt hit him afterwards? It was kind of a poorly spaced F smash in his part. It looked like he tried to down tilt me afterwards. Or something like that. He definitely wanted like the crouch animation. Little output in playing characters, good dares and going back to right. For sure, for sure. Like, I played a random match as Diddy Kong and, like, down aired some people a little while ago and was like, oh, I like this. This feels good. This match isn't going as bad as it could. It definitely could have been a 3-stock. Yeah, like here, as soon as I get this Pikmin stuck on me, like, I can't actually disengage. And this latch range, like, look at how big, how far away this grabs onto me from. So I shield, and he dashes back, so now, like, I'm in a really bad position, because he's super far away, and he can still F-smash me. Throws Pikmin. Excuse me? How? It's not moving fast. It's not like it's like moving fast really far forward and then snapping onto me afterwards. That's just the range of the snap. That's insane. I wish that didn't have so much cooldown. Yeah, I think it's fair. I think it would be, like, it's already a really good move. If it didn't have cooldown, it would be busted. So it's really difficult to avoid having Pikmin thrown on you. Yeah, it's actually like a Marth Crab range on a Pikmin. So it's really difficult to avoid Pikmin being thrown on you. And then once they're actually on you, like, the place where they, like, latch onto you, as far as I understand it, is random. So they could, like, latch onto your face, or they could latch onto your arm, they could latch onto your back or your legs. So actually putting a hitbox that'll hit it is inconsistent. So, like, here I'm trying to jab to get it off of me. Doesn't work. I try to up tilt to get it off me. That finally works. But now I'm like, it takes a long enough time that even though I hit the Pikmin, I've taken 4%, which isn't a lot. But now I have another Pikmin on me. And now he's on top of me. Like, it's absurd. It's not, you can't consistently get Pikmin off of you. There's no way to just, like, to nullify getting killed by Pikmin. This is one of the more frustrating things. It's like, Olimar's effective range is so much larger than Roy's. He can hang outside this distance where I can effectively short hop forward air at him and just, like, punish on reaction or just poke with things. Like, if I did nothing there, his F smash would still potentially pressure me. I don't think there's, like, I can't think of a way where I could move in this situation where I could punish that F smash. Like, if I full hopped, there's a platform in the way, and it's like, it's hard to punish the landing of that. It's got so little cooldown. Planning to get a classic Mario toy for my collection. Should I get the Burger King Mario Sunshine or the Wendy's Chain Chomp one? I actually haven't seen either of this, so I cannot advise properly. It's not even necessarily the giant knife experience. Like, Ray has decent hitboxes on his forward air. Olimar's range is just humongous. Interesting. This match actually ended up being really close still. This is one of the things that Ray can do. Like, I'm this far away, and he completely whiffs an F smash, and then he runs backwards and tries to flowchart. This is the problem I feel that Roy has in the matchup. Is Roy can hit Olimar if Olimar does dumb flowcharty things. Like, if he whiffs F smash and then expects to be able to run away and throw Pikmin, like, I can call that out. But the problem is that F tilt is actually really unsafe. It's minus 13, which means that it's a free grab, it's a free up smash if he times it right. I assume that Olimar's up smash isn't super slow. Even if he has Roy speed up smash, he would still hit me on frame perfectly with up smash under shield. But grab is much faster, much easier, much more flowcharty, or narrow out a shield. I mean, like, this is a really unsafe option from Roy, and I can't react to him throwing stuff. He could easily have, like, pivot F smashed there instead and, like, been further back, and I would have got hit and died. Oh, and that was just a huge mistake. I deserve to die here. I tried to do another F tilt, but the hit lag on this Pikmin is so large I hit another Pikmin, and then the hitbox is still out after he up smashed out a shield. Shield stun is completely ended, and I'm still in the move because I'm killing Pikmin. He has time to get clanked by the up smash and still punish me afterwards because it extended my moves so ridiculously long. So much longer than it normally would be. Parry doesn't negate the Pikmin. That's a thing that could potentially be doing. The problem is that to parry, you need to not be moving. So it's not really a great option to get in on Olimar. Like, it would be a decent way to neutralize it, but you might as well just be shielding. Like, there's no shield stun, so it doesn't make any difference. Kind of surprised it didn't kill me, honestly. Down tilt's kind of safe. Yeah, this match was like, well, actually a lot closer than I remember. Yeah, like, so another example here. I mean, this feels kind of like complaining at this point, but just a shot. Like, he doesn't have cooldown in between throws. Like, he throws, he doesn't attack. There's no delay. There's no room to punish him there or do anything. He can dance around like this without any commitment. Like, he just pulls a Pikmin right in front of me and then leaves. I hate him so much. He's just gone. And then he's doing safe, like forward smash, safe. Pikmin throw, safe. In this situation, I need to do a high risk, low reward action to just interact with him. And I'm at a high percent, so like if I make a bad call here, I'm like 100% dead. He couldn't punish that. He's not even punishing my unsafe stuff. Like, that's not safe. On the other hand, his up smash is safe. I could up the other shield, but maybe. If it was purple, then I wouldn't be able to, but he didn't have purples. And like his F smash throws at that distance are still safe. I really wish there was frame data for Olimar. Let me see if my resource has it. I don't think it does. But... And if it does, it would have to list it out for like each Pikmin, because different Pikmin do different damage. Olimar's going to be in the Brawl section. Oh, it does have advantage on shield. Nice. Jesus Christ. His purple up smash is minus his purple up smash point blank range is -5 on shield. That is the same as like right down tilt or right falling forward air or falling up air on an up smash. Can you guys see that? You guys actually can't see it. Because the column is off screen. So let's just feast your eyes on this. This is the setup right. So this is up smash. I've got highlighter. Oh, it's not shifting it. Dang. Okay, well, you have to take my word for it then. Yeah, it's so red's -7, yellow's -5, blue's -10. Why is yellow only -5? White's -12, purple is -5 on an up smash. That combos and kills and does 18 damage. Well, 18, 13, 13, 10, 20. So depending on the Pikmin, it changes a lot. But yeah, that move is absurdly safe. Even early F smash, -10, -8, -13, -15, -7. Which means it's going to be safer. Well, actually, it's a little... That's weird. His late hitbox F smash is like medium distance, I guess, F smash does a little less damage, so it's technically a little less safe for most of them, but it's still like -10 or less, which is... Dropping shield for reference takes 11 frames. So, and his late F smash is absurdly safe. It's like -8 or less. I don't get it. I don't understand how they balanced this character. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Shockwave is starting now. Cool, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely do the raid on Shockwave as soon as we're done here. I'm so tilted. Look at me. Look at those eyebrows furrowed. I hate this character so much. Combos on hit. Safe on shield. Not enough cooldown to punish on whiff. There's not really any interacting with this character at close range. Like, I don't get it. And I'm neutralizing Pikmin here, but I'm still taking so much damage. Like, get rid of that one, but now I'm in just as bad a position. And like, I could eat that F smash. He's throwing Pikmin afterwards. Like, this character is a nightmare. And he has throw combos at 50%. 60%. I did DI wrong. If I DI'd away here, he probably wouldn't combo me. And against most characters, like, a lot of characters could edgeguard him. Oh my god. How did that not spike? I guess he has a sweet spot on his spike. I don't know how that works. A lot of characters could edgeguard Elamar, and like that'd be a point where they like get back on him. Like they sacrifice HP to actually get in and put damage on him and put him off stage, and then whenever he's at the ledge, like, or whenever he's recovering, put on a lot of damage, potentially take his stock. Roy can't do that. Roy can't edgeguard Olimar. Like, Roy doesn't have good enough edgeguarding. He can't catch him. He can't cover all the options that Olimar can take. Olimar and Pichu just might be the only characters I legitimately hate. yeah, Pichu is another one of the small characters in general I feel like Roy struggles with, so that's one of the reasons why I'm putting time into Lucina. He's so gone. Like, yeah, jump out of shield and he's just dip. And it's that same exact position. Like, I do forward air out of shield, and we're in the exact same spacing that we were before he F-smashed my shield. Everything that he does right here is super safe. He can grab the wrong way and completely miss me. And I can miss the opportunity. That was actually an opportunity. I could have hit him there. It doesn't have as much. Does it have more end lag or less end lag than than pivot grab? Let's find out. Pikmin pluck is a total of 8 frames. What? That's less than 1/6 of a second. What? Why is it 8 frames? That's insane. Oh, that's interesting. His grab duration, his grab total animation changes depending on if he has 1, 2, or 3 Pikmin. That's actually something I didn't know. Am I going to be doing Shockwave tonight? I will not be doing Shockwave tonight, unfortunately. That's weird. Makes sense, I guess, because like the Pikmin go art further whenever he has more Pikmin. Down B has armor for from frames 2 to 7. Weird. Yeah, like this, Roy doesn't have a good response to Olimar just running backwards and just F-smashing. Like, he doesn't have a way to punish it. And that's like, that's a hard punish on me trying to run in if I think he's going to be throwing Pikmin. The smash actually isn't very strong. You have to smash me with a purple at 131, and I don't die. So F smash is definitely scarier than up smash. That's weird. I guess up smash isn't supposed to be like really a kill option. I guess it's like damage and combo. Oh, I returned to the Shipley 60. Tried to attack at 13, pressed R, and was like, ah, shit. Yeah, that sucks. Up air feels stronger? Like, I feel like this KO'd me harder than up smash. Hit me. A little bit higher percent, but it didn't make too much of a difference. Oh, and I'm so mad. Like, I'm just swinging everywhere. Even whenever he's at the left, he's fucking passively putting damage on me. God, I hate this character. Look at that! He's shield pressuring me with up smash. Help! It's not holding shield on it for M side being him. This shouldn't have been safe. Should have gotten punished. Like, I almost got punished for just missing a forward air because it hit one of his friggin' Pikmin. Because it was attached to me. Okay, learning the patient play. Gotta force him against the wall. Yep. Patience, patience. And with purple Pikmin on it, like, one of the things that I had to really focus on was when he had purple Pikmin. And it's the thing you should be focusing in general on, I guess. Like, this is some of the, like, the little bit of counterplay for Olimar's Pikmin. Is I can't just rush in on him whenever he's throwing a purple Pikmin. If he's throwing a red one there, I can just rush in and take the Pikmin and just put on damage. And hope that, you know, my damage that I put on him ends up being more than mine. But purple Pikmin, like, put a stop to that. Why is he so hard to hit? Not safe. Please punish me. Bad punish. What's his up smash hit on? Hits at frame 12. Average up smash. 1 frame faster than Rice. How many moves do Olimar player use? That's a good question. Not many of them. They generally stick to, like, the Pikmin throw, F smash, up smash, pivot grab. What else do you need, right? Killing the purples. So, like, right here, this should be a really advantageous position. Because I've killed all of his Pikmin. He doesn't have any Pikmin left. But Pikmin Pluck, he literally instantly spawns 2 Pikmin. Like, there's no advantage to killing his Pikmin. Outside of, like, the flowers going away. And they do get flowered in this game. I'm not sure if that affects just knockback or damage. I'm actually not familiar with that. I don't remember other previous games either, honestly. I think it was just knockback. Yeah, that's one of the things with the character. He's got moves that are really, really effective, so why use other ones? And, like, this is awkward. Like, Roy technically should be able to hit Olimar whenever he's doing this. But it's a hard angle for Roy to cover. And there's minus 11, so it's shield grabbable if we do it right. And it's up B out of shieldable. Which is probably what my response here should be. I should just shield and up tilt, and then shield and up B, rather. Like, if I shield the neutral here, they free up E out of shield. If he lands on the platform, I should up air. The fact that he can do this tilts me. Up smash, and then still not be punished on the whipped up smash. Do you know if hitting Pikmin will steal your moves? That's a good question, actually. I believe it does. I believe it does steal your moves. Usually, at least in previous games, that's how it worked. If you hit an object with your move, it does count for the stale Q. Anytime Roy's not directly in Olimar's face, Roy can't use his movement in this matchup. That's one of the reasons why it feels so bad. Because you can't approach, you can't use movement, and you take damage over time anytime you're not directly in his face. And anytime Olimar has even this much space, he just poops out F smashes. That hits on frame 11. And he can just always give space, and we can't, like, rush that space down. He doesn't need to go through my space. A lot of times whenever Roy's ledge trapping like this, he's walling people out. He's not letting them actually enter onto the stage, because usually they need to actually enter the stage to, like, put hitboxes at him. But he can just throw Pikmin from the ledge. And it's really difficult to cover the full stage as Roy, especially, like, effectively. Like, I could have F-tilted here, or I could have down-tilt here. Neither of those are going to kill him. F-tilt's not going to sweet spot. And I try to do this. I try to cover the full stage, like more of the stage here, by doing, like, the pivot F tilt. Still not enough. The stage probably isn't really helping me, honestly. It's difficult to cover the very tip of the edge because it's angled down with actual Roy sweet spots, or Roy hits in general, honestly. Yeah, like I have to, like, in these sort of positions, I have to be evasive against Olimar, but I get nothing out of being evasive. I just get more damage. What is this forward air unblock? I didn't want to see that. Why is this forward air as safe as our forward air and up air? The fuck? Yeah, the middle hitbox on F tilt is tilting. Kill throw at 147. He did grab with a purple, or with a blue rather. I believe blue is the best for kill throws. Yeah, like he can just kind of willy-nilly throw his Pikmin away and then just evade afterwards. Like, it's so hard to cover him. This is one of the situations where he actually didn't have a Pikmin, because I killed the blue, and the red and white hadn't quite gotten back to him yet. But side B is so committal that he can double step away. And then there he is again. Just in a great position. It was actually really smart on his part to go above the stage rather than grabbing the ledge, because if he had grabbed the ledge there, I would have grabbed it second and would have been in a Trump position. How often /1 do you go for a jab, raw bears with the kill? Yeah, anytime my opponent is above 80%, you should just flow chart into the bear. At certain positions, if they're at super high percent, if they're at 130, you can get jab into up air if they don't DI away, or if they don't DI at all. Depends on the character and the situation. If they're in position for the up air to follow up will kill at 130-ish on the lighter characters, depending on scaling, yada yada. So sometimes it's better to go for the up air just because it's more guaranteed, and full hop back air is kind of hard to land sometimes, but you should generally be flow charting jab to back air. Yeah, I think you guys have gotten the point. There was one instance in here that I really got punished for trying to, or for the hit lag on shield and on the Pikmin. But I didn't see. I don't know if it's happened or what's gonna happen yet. But that's the gist of it. This character is a matchup. This character is a matchup. That's for sure. That's definitely true. The character is a nightmare. I can't hit him effectively from right there. It's so frustrating. He's so tiny. He leans back. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, YouTube. I'm gonna need to load. He's so tiny. And I have to go for these super hard read side Bs that it would get me killed if he was punishing them properly. And it doesn't even kill him because he's in thinner stage. God, that side B is probably plus on shield. Anytime he F-smash my shield, there's no way for me to actually attack him afterwards. And if I'm not attacking him, I'm giving him room to breathe, and then he sets up more F-smashes inside Bs. It's impossible to catch this character. All the small characters are pretty obnoxious. Yeah, it would be. I definitely agree with that assessment that Tweak gave in his little his sort of rants about the ultimate that he did today. Yeah, and then he grabs me at 130 and I die. Yeah, so I think I'm just not gonna play Roy in this matchup. It's just the end of the story. It's obnoxious.